Hey everybody, my name is Logan. I'm trying a new video format this time. Let me know what you think. You know, drop a comment, do all that kind of stuff. Anyways, let's get right into it. Thank you for clicking on the clip. That's very cash money of you. Let's get straight into talking about Minecraft Earth. So, Minecraft Earth is a Pokemon Go style AR game about visiting little tappables in your community to kind of collect your resources and various Minecraft mobs, and being able to place them in an AR space called a build plate where you can, build whatever you want. It's a Minecraft game after all. So it was first shown off at the Apple event WWDC in 2019, and it underwent a very long public beta in just a few cities and just recently hit the App Store for anyone to download. Let's get into talking about my first impressions. So the first things that meet your eye when you get into a game are, your graphics and your sound. And I must say, I think both of them are very well done in this video. Not this video, this game. I think that the sound design and the graphics are very intentionally done, and I think that, the intention comes across very well. Every tappable and every resource had very good graphics, very good sound. They were very satisfying to interact with, and that was really meaningful in a game where you have to, get out of your house. You have to leave the comfort of your home to play this game. So it was very nice to see such satisfying graphical and sound design with this game. And as for the sound, the music, the soundtrack was picked from the old C418 album from the Xbox 360 days. And with the mobile audience, the mobile target audience for this game, I think that a lot of them are probably carryovers from Xbox and from the other consoles that this game's available on. So I think that was a very good choice. And, of course the Minecraft music is very atmospheric and very relaxing. And that was really great for my first few experiences in exploring my community. So next we'll talk gameplay. So much like Pokemon Go, Minecraft Earth requires you to get up and walk around. It requires you to leave your home in order to play the game. So the primary interaction in this game is with little tappables in your community. And they range from anything from trees to rocky outcroppings to little ponds to even animals. Pretty much every Minecraft animal is out there. And also a few other cool variations that are very satisfying and very fun to see. So you'll walk up to them, you'll tap on them on your screen, and you'll get a slew of random resources ranging from common to, gee, I don't know, I never got anything rarer than common today. There's seemingly no rhyme or reason to where tappables show up. They're pretty scattered all over your community. I'll put some things here for you to look at to see. So my community that I live in and that I played in today is younger than Pokemon Go, which means that Pokemon Go is kind of non-existent in my community. I can't play. I have to drive 20 minutes to town to go play. So it was very satisfying to see that I was able to play this game in my pretty young, pretty new community with very little Pokemon Go data. So it was awesome, and I think that was a really good choice to kind of scatter tappables pretty much anywhere. And I think that's a really good choice, and I think that Pokemon Go really should take a page out of their book for that. So getting into gameplay a little bit more, much as the name suggests, after you go mine your resources, you have to craft. And this is kind of what I found to be one of the most dissatisfying features in the entire game. The crafting is not good. And the one major choice I don't understand is why they chose to have the crafting take actual real-life time. So let's say you want to craft some wooden planks. You need to spend one oak log and 30 seconds of your time, which doesn't sound like a lot until you're trying to build your first house and you need a stack of them, and suddenly you're spending multiple minutes just sitting there. So one of the things about that is I don't really see its purpose, because in a game that already requires you to go leave your home, you've already spent 30 or so minutes out on a walk gathering materials, and now you have to just sit and wait before you get to experience the primary fun of building things. So let's say you're on your build plate and you forget something. Let's say you forgot to craft some wooden stairs. So for your roof, you forgot to craft your wooden stairs. It's a rookie mistake, it's forgivable, but you forgot to do it. So the most infuriating thing about the crafting system is that it's not accessible from your build plate. You have to go load back into the map, find your craftable menu, craft them, and then sit and wait. I wrote about half of this video script waiting for my wooden stairs for my roof, and I'll show a sped up clip here of all of the waiting that I did. It was infuriating. So after all of that, after you've loaded into your map, crafted, waited, loaded back into your build plate, then and only then can you continue your righteous quest to build the largest and grandest house possible, as long as it fits within your build plate. So let's talk about build plates a little bit more. I'm sure you've heard me say that by now. You know, what's a build plate? What does it do? So build plates are small little AR spaces that you can place down pretty much anywhere. You can place it on a tabletop, you can place it on your floor, you know, wherever. You can place it on the car seat next to you if you're in the back seat. Don't drive and play Minecraft Earth, please don't. So the very first build plate is really small. It's like a kind of a grassy meadow. It has a tree and a little pond, and that's kind of it. And it's only 8 blocks wide by 8 blocks long by about 4 blocks deep. And considering that my very first walk with this game had me collecting more than 100 oak logs, that's not a lot of space. But you know, nonetheless, I had a lot of fun building in that small space, and I think one of the primary things that I wanted to do for this video was to build a little house to kind of get the full experience. You know, I went for a walk, I went and sat through the crafting, and then I built in the build plate. And I must say that despite all of its shortcomings, it was very fun, very satisfying, and it was very peaceful. And at the end of the day, I think that's what this is about. It was very relaxing and very reminiscent of, you know, actual Minecraft. So if you're considering not downloading this game because of a negative experience with Pokemon Go, please do not let Pokemon Go like deter you from downloading this game. Minecraft Earth completely crushes Pokemon Go at its own game. And you know, from a game design point of view, I know we're gonna get a little technical here, but seriously, Minecraft Earth is killing them. So the number one reason that people quit Pokemon Go was the lack of engagement in their communities. You know, very often you'd see on subreddits or Instagrams, you'd see just completely barren, no road or anything, no Pokemon, no Pokestop as far as the eye can see. You'd see nothing. And that was really sad because, you know, a huge portion of the world's population doesn't live in a super urban area where, you know, Pokestops and cell phone data is frequent. And I think that Mojang or whoever developed this game made a really good decision in putting tappables anywhere and everywhere with no rhyme or reason. I think that was a great decision that allows anyone, no matter where they live, to enjoy this game to its fullest extent. So going really technical for a second, let's talk about the gameplay loop of Minecraft Earth. So for those of you that don't know, a gameplay loop is essentially that 10 seconds of fun that a developer creates and then tries to loop, you know, over and over again to keep a game fun and engaging for the entire length of your gameplay experience. So to go with a very simple gameplay loop, you look at a game like Call of Duty, where your 10 seconds of fun is, you know, going in and shooting the bad guys and then dying. You know, that was fun. You know, you went, oh man, I almost got him, let me try again. And the way that your gameplay, you know, loops and you get to have an unlimited amount of fun is just very simply respawning and getting to go at it again. And, you know, that's a very simple example of a gameplay loop, but it's genius. And let's try and move that gameplay loop example over to Minecraft Earth for a second here. So the most fun part of Minecraft Earth, in my experience so far, has been building on the build plate. Let me move over here so I can show you an example clip right here. It was so much fun building my little house. It was really, really relaxing, but I've already said that. So the gameplay loop of Minecraft Earth is kind of centered around that 10 seconds of fun, or that few minutes of fun in building in your build plate. And you can do that whenever, wherever you want, but eventually you will run out of resources. And that's where kind of the Earth part of Minecraft Earth comes in. You have to go out of your home and go collect resources. And then you have to sit through your crafting, and then you get to come back to your build plate and continue your project. And in my opinion, that's what makes the game fun, is your gameplay has looped and you're back to your most satisfying, most fun part. And maybe for you, going out in your community, going for a run and collecting tappables is the most fun part of your gameplay, and in which case you're in luck, because you can do that pretty much whenever you want. Or maybe you're, you know, a masochist and you like the crafting, But, you know, you do you, because you can experience any part of the gameplay loop whenever you want. And that, in my opinion, is where Pokemon Go is utterly crushed by Minecraft Earth. You know, the best example of the gameplay loop and how Minecraft Earth's gameplay loop is so much better is the concept of anywhere. Tappables are found anywhere, not at a notable location in your community, not at an example for like a place of high cell phone use, like, you know, a Walmart or something is always a really good spot for finding Pokemon, but anywhere. Tappables can be anywhere. Your build plate can be anywhere. You can collaborate with your friends in an AR experience anywhere. And the advantage of anywhere, anytime, is really where Minecraft Earth shines and makes itself so much better than Pokemon Go. So completely off the cuff for this last minute or so of video, I seriously think that Minecraft Earth is one of the best mobile games out there, and I hope that a negative experience with any other game in its genre will not deter you. This game is like a solid 8.5 out of 10 in my opinion. I think some improvements the game could make is definitely by making crafting a little bit easier, kind of revamping the system a little bit, making it accessible from your build plate. And second, I think possibly toning down the amount of common stuff that you get, because while I know those are important resources, I didn't see anything abundantly rare or anything that made me say, oh, that's cool, that's neat, and I want to go find more of that. So really the only thing that kept me playing today was just the fact that it was a completely new experience. So I don't know, maybe you'll see in the video description down there, right below the subscribe button, in a few weeks maybe I'll write something out about what I think about the game in a few weeks, and maybe I'll have a different opinion. But that being said, that's just my first impression. So what did you guys think of the video? What do you guys think of Minecraft Earth? Let me know in the comments below. But until then, please subscribe, you know, do all that stuff, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.